How's it going, YouTube? This is Noble Jam, and today we are playing 7 Days to Die. This game is awesome. It's a zombie survival horror genre type game, and I think it's been in development since probably 2014, I think is when they started releasing the alpha. And I gotta say, it's gone through a lot of transformations over this past 2 years or so. And honestly, within the genre of survival, horror, what have you, this is definitely up there, right up there with Ark Survival. And I actually started playing this one first because Ark hasn't been out as long. And I gotta say, this is a. I thought I saw something out there. This is, like I said, one of my top two right now. So I figured I'd stream a little bit of this for you guys so you can see um, a little bit of what this game is about, and hopefully, for those of you who haven't played it yet, you'll kind of get an idea and a feel for how the game kind of flows a bit. So, as I said before, it's a survival game, which similar to Ark in that you have well, not engrams, but you have skills, perks, what have you, similar to Fallout, and you also have quests that you can complete. There's not a whole lot in the game yet. They're still kind of working on those aspects of the game. You got a wellness, you know, how healthy you are. You have uh, your hit points, how many zombie kills you have, player kills. Uh, it actually has a temperature regulator, kind of like Ark, where if you're too hot, you start suffering the effects of heat exhaustion, stroke, uh, stuff like that. And honestly, one of the coolest elements of this game is this whole, I guess you call it startle factor, that I really haven't experienced in too many other games. I mean, obviously playing Ark, you know, you'll get something kind of out of nowhere jump up on you a little bit, you get a little freaked out. But this game, I gotta say, more than any other game I've played, I have just, you know, almost peed my pants having a zombie just all of a sudden come up from behind you and just wreck you. So, not literally pee my pants, just so we're clear. But, but definitely, oh, that is a bear. But definitely has its way of being able to just shock the crap out of you. More stones. This game is big on the crafting, for sure. Very heavy on the crafting. Similar to Ark, in that you... Oh, look, a deer. You have to kind of create everything utilizing resources and things that you gather. Most things can be either repaired or built utilizing a stone axe, which is right here. And so for that, we just gotta grab some stones here. It has a day and night cycle, and during the day the zombies are mostly, I don't want to say docile, they're mostly a little slower, kind of like the kind you would see in a George Romero film, or that kind of typical, you know, stereotypical zombie, slow moving, you know. At night though, where it gets a little interesting is at night when there's no light sources nearby. These guys just 28 days later sprint at you, and that really changes how you need to approach your strategy in defense because these guys just full blown sprint at you. And there's actually different variety of zombies. So for instance, this guy coming up at our 12 o'clock there, he I think is just one of the regular guys, yeah. But we have a burning zombie variant, which is a zombie that's just on fire. You can kind of find him in the burning forest areas. One of the biomes that are in here, you know, forest, swamp. I think they have a desert, definitely. And I know they're going to be implementing a lot more too. For right now, it feels like, okay, I definitely heard the bear. Bears are one of those guys you don't want to mess with right away without being a little, there we go, better equipped. Let's see if we can ruin this guy's day here. Nice. Kind of like this part too, where if you do not kill them right away, they get up. The game is still slightly glitchy in certain areas, especially with the user interface and aiming, as you saw there with the arrow. But leaps and bounds better than what it was when it first came out. And honestly, I think they've been taking a lot of ideas from some of the other survival games out there and how they've kind of evolved over time. This one actually started off as a more of a squared off voxel type game. I think it still is a voxel game, but it definitely was more Minecraft than what it is right now. It's far smoother looking and hardly any rough edges anymore. Whereas originally, I mean, you would have been hard pressed to tell the difference between this and like a Minecraft clone, which is what it kind of was at first. So lots of advancements there. Graphics definitely have had some overhauls done on them. And one pretty cool element here is the leveling up, which kind of has a, if you've played Oblivion, you know, Elder Scrolls 4, you do something enough and it just increases by doing it. And then additionally, like I showed you earlier, the skills have perks and things that you can level up as your character levels up in total. So definitely interesting. Chopping down this wood here. And, oh, really? We almost made it. Let's see, stone axe. And like the more you craft something, the higher quality it's going to be. Like you can see we're at 4 now for our stone axe, whereas before we were making 1s and 2s there. And I didn't realize this, but one of these last updates, you kind of got to get out of the way of the tree because now they can fall on you and cause falling damage, which gotta love the realism there. Let's see if we can upgrade this guy a bit. All right. The game claims that it's part tower defense and part survival. I can see the aspects of the tower defense in here, but honestly, you don't really feel them. It really depends on the type of gameplay that you choose. If you wanted to hold up, for instance, in an area like we're in right now, this little house, and just build it up and kind of hold out, or if you want to take more of like a nomadic approach and run around scavenging, it's a little more dangerous, but you got a higher chance of finding better loot, guns, weapons, equipment. Almost everything in the game can actually be melted down or used as fuel, or has multiple uses really for a lot of the stuff in here, which I also kind of like about the game. It doesn't force you to play a specific way, and it kind of encourages you to find new and interesting ways to upgrade things, or to figure out alternative ways of making defenses. The standard stuff, though, that you kind of start off with, at least the most beneficial for the resources that they use, I would say. Let's see if we can find them here. These wood spikes initially are a big time lifesaver. These will get you through the first couple of days with almost no issues, depending on how you place them. Let's see. Probably... Why can't we place that there? Oh no. Let's see if it'll let us now. Nope. Huh. There? Oh, okay, so that's interesting. They actually made it so you can only put those on the ground, it looks like. So you can't place them on a wooden block. Interesting. So yeah, initially these are your bread and butter for defenses. That and being able to barricade and upgrade, fortify any pre-existing, prefabricated houses, kind of like the one we have here. The night cycle should start at around 2200, I think, and it plays a tone to let you know that it's switched over to night, in which case you should probably be inside or behind some sort of fort or some defenses, because like I said, that's when they start running. Every 7 days the difficulty kind of goes up a bit. So like after the 7th day in here, I think it's dogs. Yeah, I think they send out like these zombie type dogs that are very difficult to aim at and actually hit with anything besides a gun. So those are probably the biggest worry in the beginning of the game, is once you hit that 7th day and those dogs start chasing after you. But yeah, this is a pretty awesome game. As soon as you start getting into it and you start getting past the first couple days in here, you really can get hooked on it. Almost as much as Ark. nest. Nope. Already cleaned that one out. Did not get that one. Right. Let's see if we can fortify this up a little bit more with what we got left. Okay, I heard that. Somebody's nearby. Sounds like they're tearing down their stuff. On the south side here. Oh, and that's a bear. Oh, crap. Bears are very dangerous. As you can see, we are bleeding. And I just hit my own spike. Whew. Oh boy. That's not good. Let's see if we can set these down. Kind of, just to throw something between us and him. Right here. I don't have anything else to heal with. I might be able to eat this. Increase my wellness a bit. Oh man. Gotta stop that bleeding. Will I get to it in time? Yes! Wow! By the skin of our teeth. Jeez. Okay. Wow. That escalated very quickly. So, I basically did that just to showcase what it looks like when you die. Okay, maybe I didn't, but that was pretty unfortunate. However, the game goes on, so we will respawn somewhere hopefully nearby, I think, maybe. We will see. Okay, so we're not too far off. And that's our backpack, that little blue dot. So, yeah, very unfortunate. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, right? I think I'll probably skip ahead. I'm not going to bore you guys with the run back. And I will see you on the other side here.